She says she wants the truth. You thought you were being a good guy by being transparent, but you actually just walked into a psychological landmine. This is the exact moment most men decide it's easier to lie than to deal with the fallout. I'm Oliver. I'm breaking the honesty trap. Why your brutal truth is killing your connection, and how to be transparent without becoming the villain. Let's talk about a trap that almost every man has fallen into. A trap that feels completely unfair and impossible to win. It's the honesty trap. It happens like this. Your partner comes to you and says those famous words, I just want you to be honest with me. You can tell me anything. She seems sincere, open, and ready to listen. So, believing you're in a safe space, you take a deep breath and you are honest. You gently tell her the truth. Maybe it's a small truth, like, yes, that dress does make you look a bit, or a bigger one, like, honestly, I've been feeling a little smothered lately and need some space. And then the storm hits. She gets upset, angry, or bursts into tears. The conversation explodes. Suddenly, you are the villain. You are being accused of being cruel, insensitive, or not loving her. You stand there, bewildered, thinking to yourself, but you asked me to be honest. I did exactly what you wanted. This is the honesty trap, and it leaves men feeling confused and cynical. It teaches us a dangerous lesson. Honesty doesn't work. It's safer to just lie or say what she wants to hear. But the problem isn't the truth. The problem is the delivery. What if she's not reacting to your honesty, but to the unfiltered, brutal way you're presenting it? I'll give you a simple three-part framework to deliver your truth in a way that doesn't trigger a war, but actually builds deeper trust and intimacy. The biggest moment is realizing that when a woman asks for honesty, she is rarely asking for a cold, hard, factual report. Report talk, his default. Does this dress make me look fat? Factual. Answer, yes. Rapport talk, her language. Does this dress make me look fat? The real underlying question. I am feeling insecure right now, and I need to feel attractive to you. Please reassure me. When you answer her emotional question with a blunt, factual answer, you are not being honest. You are being insensitive. You are ignoring the real, vulnerable question she is asking. You are answering the words, but not the music. So, does this mean you have to lie? No, absolutely not. Lying is weak and builds a foundation of mistrust. You simply have to learn to speak a more sophisticated emotional language, a language that wraps the truth in compassion. The goal is not to be brutally honest. The goal is to be compassionately authentic. Here is the three-part framework for delivering a difficult truth without starting a war. Part 1. Validate the feeling first. Before you deliver any truth, you must first connect with her on an emotional level. You have to prove you are on her team, not her attacker. Scenario. She asks, do you think that woman at the party was more attractive than me? The nice guy. Liar. No, of course not. You were the most beautiful woman there. She may not believe this, and it feels dishonest. The brutal guy. Factual. Well, she was very attractive, yes. This is a factual truth that completely invalidates her unasked question and starts a fight. The anchor. This is you. You first validate the unasked question. You pause, look at her, smile, and say, I noticed you looking at her. Are you feeling a little insecure tonight? I just want you to know that you are the woman I'm with and the only one I'm interested in. Why this works? You haven't lied. You haven't even answered the question about the other woman, because it was never the real question. You answered the real question, which was, do you still desire me? Part 2. The sandwich formula, truth wrapped in love. This is a classic technique for giving any difficult feedback. You never lead with the hard truth. You sandwich it between two layers of reassurance and love. The formula is connection, truth, connection. Scenario. She asks, honestly, what do you think of my new business idea? It's a little risky. The brutal guy. Factual. It's a bad idea. The market is saturated and you'll lose money. This is just an attack. The sandwich. This is you. Connection. Top bun. I am so proud of you for thinking this big. Your ambition is one of the things I love about you. Truth. The meat. My honest, practical concern is that the startup costs are very high, and the market seems really competitive. I worry about the financial stress it might put on you. Connection. Bottom bun. But here's the thing. You are one of the most resourceful people I know. If anyone can figure out a way to make this work, it's you. How can we research the risks together? Why this works? You have delivered the hard truth, it's risky, without ever making her feel stupid or small. You've reinforced that you are on her team, which allows her to actually hear your concern instead of just reacting to a perceived attack. Part 3. Use I statements to own your truth. This is the most important rule. Her truth is not your truth. To avoid a fight, you must present your honesty as your experience, not as a universal fact. Scenario. She loves spending every weekend with her family, but for you, it's becoming exhausting. The brutal guy. Accusation. Your family is too much. We always have to go there. It's so draining. This is a factual attack on her family. The I statement. This is you. I've been feeling really worn out lately. I know that spending weekends with your family is incredibly important to you, and I love that about you. But I am the kind of person who needs at least one quiet day on the weekend to recharge my own batteries. Otherwise, I become irritable. I am feeling like I'm not getting that. Can we brainstorm a way to find a balance that works for both of us? Why this works? You have not criticized her or her family. You have made the problem about you and your need for energy. You've stated your truth clearly, but you've done it by sharing your vulnerability, not by launching an attack. So, can she handle the truth? Yes, she absolutely can. She is not a fragile child. What she can't handle, what no one can handle, is the truth delivered without compassion. She is not asking you to be a blunt, brutal fact checker. She is not asking you to be a nice guy who lies to her. She is asking you to be a loving, strong man with a solid enough frame that you can be honest about your own feelings and needs while still making her feel safe, seen, and loved. The honesty trap disappears when you stop seeing conversations as a battle between your facts and her feelings. The truth isn't a weapon to win an argument. It's a tool to build a deeper, more authentic connection. Stop trying to be brutally honest and start practicing being compassionately authentic. What's one truth you've been afraid to share in your relationship? Let me know in the comments. And if you're ready to learn how to speak the truth with strength and love, make sure you subscribe.